Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating, intense chapter 407 of Hunter x Hunter, titled Negotiations. This chapter is a masterclass in psychological warfare, layered character dynamics, and Togashi's penchant for complexity. Let's break it all down step by step. The chapter kicks off on day 12 at 1 p.m. with a chilling visual. Prince Hulkenberg's body is being moved in a casket towards the central staircase to Tier 1. This weight of this moment is palpable, making a shift in the Succession Wars dynamics. Meanwhile, we turn to Sridnik's group, where Otosin and his companions, Momoli, a curly-haired girl, and two men note something ominous. Borkson, of Sridnik's trusted bodyguards, has been missing for 30 minutes, with her communications completely turned off. Borkson's absence immediately raises red flags. Her friends speculate that she's been abducted, possibly by multiple assailants. Given her combat expertise, Otosin voices a chilling concern. What if the Heil-Ly had taken her to brainwash her into assassinating Sridnik? This ties back to chapter 394, where we learn that Morena's ability thrives on chaos and recruitment through infection. Cut to the Heil-Ly hideout, where Borkson is seen with Morena Prudo, the enigmatic leader of the Heil-Ly family. Morena wastes no time presenting Borkson with a twisted proposition. She wants Borkson to willingly join Heil-Ly, but on Morena's terms. And how does Morena plan to secure this loyalty? With negotiations, a bizarre and deep symbolic card game. Morena explains the rules, and right away Togashi's brilliance shines. This game isn't just about cards, it's a metaphor for control, manipulation, and the illusion of choice. Let's take a closer look at the mechanics of negotiations. The game pits two players against each other. The parent, in this case Morena, and the child, Borkson. The parent starts with 7 face cards up, while the child has 5 face cards down. The game's purpose: to force the child to answer the parent's questions, in this case whether or not Borkson will join Heil-Ly. Each card carries weight, from straightforward yes and no cards to strategic ones like the R card, which revives a card from the graveyard, and the Joker card, which lets the child express their intentions if it's their final card. But here's where things get tricky. Borkson quickly realizes that the game is heavily skewed in Morena's favor. The parent's deck contains cards like the Purpose card, which allows Morena to reveal her intentions, and the Power card, which forces her to explain her Nen ability. While these seem like an advantage for the child, the reality is far more sinister. Let's pause to appreciate the depth of Togashi's writing here. Negotiations isn't just a game, it's a reflection of Morena's worldview. The parent's control over the game mirrors the oppressive system Morena despises, where freedom is an illusion and the choices are dictated by those in power. Her disdain for authority and societal norms shine through, as her nihilistic belief that free will is a myth. This ties back to Morena's introduction in chapter 378, where she expressed her hatred for the world's hypocrisy and the circumstances of her birth. In negotiations, Morena is both the tyrant she despises and a symbol of rebellion against that very tyranny. Returning to the chapter, Morena agrees to Borkson's condition, that she'll pick her cards from the face-down pile of the child. This adds an element of unpredictability but doesn't change the power imbalance. Morena's bodyguards, Gelato and Vicante, observe silently, their loyalty to Morena underscoring the cult-like nature of her following. As the game begins, Borkson astutely notes the traps within the game. Even with cards like Deal Card offering a semblance of choice, it's clear that Morena controls the narrative. Morena's answer to Borkson's question, "Will you cheat?" further reveals her character. Her response, "No, I won't cheat, I am my own subject," is layered with meaning. It's a declaration of her disdain for societal rules and her assertion of absolute control. The chapter ends with the first move of negotiations, leaving us at the edge of our seats. Will Borkson find a way to outmaneuver Morena, or will she become another pawn in Heil-Ly's chaotic game? This chapter masterfully blends strategy, philosophy, and character exploration, further enriching the Succession War arc. Morena's methods are as captivating as they are chilling, and Borkson's defiance sets up a thrilling clash of wills. Let's take a moment to talk about the broader implications of this chapter. All of this tension with Borkson and Morena is unfolding while the Phantom Troop is actively hunting down the Heil-Ly family. The looming presence of the troop adds another layer of unpredictability. There's a real chance they could interrupt this high-stakes game. But Morena's actions even raise more questions. Could she have already played negotiations with other targets like Hisoka? It's a fascinating possibility, especially given her cunning nature and how central Hisoka is to the troop's current pursuit. Now, I've noticed some criticisms of this chapter, with some readers feeling it veers away from the Phantom Troop, Hisoka, and Chrollo plotlines, but I'd argue that it's crucial to give space for other characters to grow. Togashi's world is vast, and by fleshing out other characters like Morena, he's adding depth to the arc and setting up a potentially phenomenal villain. I think we should trust his process and enjoy the ride. What do you think? Could Morena's game lead to something even bigger, or will the troops steal the spotlight again? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of chapter 407 and the debut of negotiations? Do you think Borkson stands a chance against Morena, or is she already doomed? Let's discuss it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hunter x Hunter breakdowns.